All right, so I'm getting ready to work on the exercises for this similar polygons exercises to the study guide here, and so we're going to do some problems together. Get my red pen. It says list all pairs of congruent angles, write a proportion that relates to the corresponding side. So hopefully you tried these first. Give them a shot. Okay. Now I'm going to write the answer. So the angles. So I'm just going to go with the order of the letters here to come up with my answer. I don't even have to look at the diagrams. I can figure this out just by looking at the way they're named. So I'm going to say angle D, D, E, and F, right? And so here's an easy way that you can do this. I'm going to go D, E, and F. That's the three angles for this one. D, E, F, G, H, J. Angle G, angle H, angle J, so that they match up the way that they do in the name, right? So D is congruent to G. So you notice first letter, E to H, F to J, okay? And then the proportion, since it's a triangle, there's three ratios. And I'm going to do the same thing, DE, EF, second two letters, and then the first letter and the last letter, DF. And now I'm going to do the same thing here. First two letters, GH, second two letters, HJ, and then the first and the last letter, G, J. And if you do look at the shape, you can see that that's exactly how they're going to line up with each other. But that's a nice, easy way that you can do this. In fact, we'll do the same thing with this one. Let's see if you got it right. You should try it first. Maybe you should pause the video, try it, see if you can get it right. Although this is pretty simple, isn't it? Angle P congruent to angle T, angle Q congruent to angle U, angle R, third one that's mentioned there, congruent to angle W, and the last one, angle S, congruent to angle X, PQRS, PQRS, TUWX, TUWX, right? Four sides, right? Four letters, four sides. So we have to do four ratios in this proportion. First two letters, PQ. Second two letters, QR. Notice I didn't go PQ and then RS. I went PQ and then QR, and then I'll do RS. And then the first and the last, PS. And if I follow the same pattern, when I do this one, they'll match up right. TU, UW, WX, and then the first and the last, T and X. And there we go. There's the answers to those two questions. Let's go ahead and do problem number 3, exercise number 3 in the study guide. Oh, 3 and 4, I'm sorry. Determine whether each pair of figures is similar. If so, write the similarity statement. So I always check the angles first. Now, all 5 of these angles are exactly the same shape. Notice that's not the case. I already know, without even looking at the sides, I already know this is not going to work. Okay, this is not going to work. These are not going to be similar. No. And a reason, says explain your reasoning. Angles are not just use a symbol, congruent. Okay, so no, are they similar? No. A reason, angles are not congruent. All right, now this one, let's just try this out here. And I'm going to actually, this triangle here, since these triangles are sitting one on top of the other one, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it up here. Right? P, Q, and R. I've got this and I've got this. And that was there. There was 2 arcs there. And this and this, and then this is 11. Okay, and I'm going to use blue to do this bigger triangle. All right, so now I have this 22. I have S and I have T. I've got P is up here. I've got 3 arcs there. I've got 2 arcs there, and I've got 1 arc there. Notice now I'm going to come to these little lines, what they mean in just a second. Let's just start with the angles. Are all the angles congruent? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. All 3 angles are congruent. Angles are congruent. Sides are proportional. This is going to be a little bit trickier, but it's really not going to be that complicated. Notice this one's 11. This one's 22. So its proportion, 11 to 22, simplifies down to 1/2. Okay, So it's exactly twice as large, right? Now, here's the thing, or the red one's half the size. You could put it that way too, right? Now, here's the thing. I don't know how long these two segments are, but here's what I do know. If say this one's 5, right? That means that this one would also be 5, making this whole one here 10. Now, I don't know it's 5, and I don't know it's 10, but the key is this one is the same as this segment, which means if this is 5, this would be 5, making the whole thing 10. So if you think about it, now think about it. No matter what number it is, we don't know what number it is, but whatever number it is, it's going to be twice as big here. Well, that's perfect because that's what we should expect. Same thing here. Whatever number this, maybe it's 7. I have no idea. But if it is 7, then the whole thing here is 14. Doesn't matter what number you pick, since it's the same here, the big triangle is going to be twice as big. Again, 1/2, right? 1 to 2. So all the sides are proportional. All of the angles are congruent. Are these triangles similar? Yes. Triangle PQR is similar to triangle. So if I went PQR, I needed to go PST. You can see it better over here. All right. So are they? Yes. All angles congruent and all sides proportional. That's my reasoning. Okay. All right. So there's the exercises from the first half of this study guide. Hopefully this is helpful. Go ahead and move on to the next lesson, and we'll work from there.